Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs podcast. We've got a bonus episode today with special guest Craig from Philly to do an NFL draft preview. How are you, Craig?
Doing good.
Good. So it's going to be a 2025 NFL draft preview episode bonus. The draft gets going on this Thursday. I'll bring up the dates here. Craig's been on the show a couple times in the past to do these similar exact shows where he talks about NFL picks and what to look for here. So Thursday, April 24th, it starts off round one. They're just doing, that round one, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Friday, they do rounds 2 and 3. And then they conclude on Saturday with rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7. And immediately after round 7, they will do their, free agent wire pickups. We don't hear much about that. We're not going to cover this on the show, but anyone who's left and has fallen out, it's kind of a first come, first served to pick up the rest of the guys at that point for the teams. Well, let's get started, Craig. Do you want to go first round overall pick? And, it's the Titans, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the
Tennessee Titans. Let's start off and let's go down the list here and see what you've got. What's your predictions? What do you have to look for with this first overall pick? Any trades?
I think personally, I think Tennessee should try to trade with the Giants.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I think Tennessee, if I was a GM, I would build the team first and then get the quarterback, because we all see it every year. Like Caleb Williams last year, Chicago got buried. They don't have a team around him. I would personally trade out stockpile picks, but they're probably not going to do that. So they're going to probably take the best quarterback, and he is a stud, and Cam Ward out of Miami. So yeah,
the Giants have the third overall pick, and so talk a little bit about that. Even dropping down 2 slots, what you could get in return.
You could get you probably could get the Giants third, maybe a third round pick, and maybe something for next year too, or another second round pick next year or something. But I think they're gonna go with Cam Ward. I guess they don't like Will Levis. I think he'd be suitable for the rebuild for the time being, but Cam Ward's, like I said, he's elite though. I think it's a tough one, but so when's their new stadium? Is the Titans build a new stadium?
Yeah, I think it's going to be ready in 2026, I believe.
Yeah,
2026. Gotcha. So that'll be something new to look forward to.
More reason to go to Nashville, I guess.
Yes. Now the second pick is the Browns. Also has issues. They've always had front office ownership issues with the Browns. It seems like not a good place to stay, to play. Now they got issues with their new stadium going down by the airport. That's going to be locked up, I think, into some lawsuits. Who are they looking at picking up?
They should go with Travis Hunter. He could arguably be the best player in the draft. Obviously plays both cornerback and wide receiver. I would use him like that too. Obviously he's not going to play 90 snaps a game in the pros, but he can probably return punts too for you if you need to. So I would definitely do Travis Hunter, probably the best athlete in the draft overall. Some people saying Shadir Sanders, but I think they still got Watson under contract. Give him one more year, So
now the next pick is the Giants at number 3.
Yeah.
What do you want us to look for there?
Well, if Hunter's there, Cleveland don't take him. The Giants will take him. But if what I'm saying is correct, then they'll go with Abdul Carter, the defensive end out of Penn State. Total stud. He's going to be the next Micah Parsons, Bosa, whatever you want compare it to. He's the next stud. I think even Tennessee should probably look at taking him, but that's why I would like him to fall to 3 because then they could take him. But yeah, I think he's head over heels going to be a all pro in NFL for sure.
Now, get the Patriots at number 4.
That's going to be a tough one. Where do you go here with the Patriots? I say they go with they're going to go with Mason Graham, the defensive tackle out of Michigan. I don't think they're going to let him go. So, yes, I think he goes to New England. Mason Graham. They're going to get the defense going under Mike Vrabel. That's my guess.
Vrabel's good. Jaguars are
Yeah.
next at 5 with the 5th pick.
See, this is where it gets a little dicey. I think they're going to reach here and they're going to take the cornerback from Michigan, Will Johnson. I believe that's what they're going to do here with the 5th pick. I'm sure they want Mason Graham, but I think New England is going to take him first before him. So I believe that's what's going to happen.
All right, pick 6, the Raiders.
Well, they got Pete Carroll, the fossil. He's like, what was he, like 73? I mean, geez, So he's back. They traded for Geno Smith in the offseason, I believe. And then the Raiders just need a whole bunch of stuff. But if I'm Pete Carroll, he likes running backs. So I think this is going where Austin Gentry of Boise State's going to go right here.
Okay.
It's either going to be him or Hampton, the other running back that's high on the board. So, yeah, I think Pete Carroll wants a stud running back with Geno Smith to help him out. So I think this is what they're going to do here. They're going to reach also.
Gotcha. Now the next pick is the Jets.
I think they're going to take the tight end out of Penn State, Tyler Warner. The guy was incredible last year. He can do it all. Block, and obviously he's a weapon. He can catch the ball. You can move him around. Yeah. Who is the quarterback for the Jets now? Did they do something I haven't heard of?
No, not that I know of. There's no Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, so I don't even know who's even their quarterback. To be honest with you, I haven't even heard. They didn't pick up Darnold. They didn't do any of that. So, yeah.
Now the Panthers at number 8, Carolina Panthers.
Here's the problem. The wide receiver draft is not that good this year. They desperately need a wide receiver. I want to see Bryce Young get some weapons. I mean, I don't think he's ever going to be an elite quarterback, but he needs help. But I think right here they're going to try to help him with Will Campbell, the tackle from LSU.
Okay.
They're going to go that route.
Offensive tackle. Okay. And so that's the Jets, Panthers. Okay. The mock draft, I'm just looking at it, says Jalen Walker, edge from Georgia. They have him at number 8 for the Panthers. Now, 9, the Saints.
I forgot about, Walker would be, let's go with Walker there. Let's go with Walker.
Now, the Saints are on the 9 pick, and who do you have here for the Saints?
This is going to be, I think this is going to be the surprise right now for me. I think the Saints they got Kellen Moore as their coach, I believe. and he's worked with Hurts and Prescott and who knows. So I think he's going to want to take. It's just there. Sanders is there, your boy. I think he's going to take him.
Okay.
Their Sanders is going to go. I think it's going to be a Saint. I would do that because Carr's on the shelf. Who else do they got? You know, get Sanders in there, Kellen Moore. Yeah, and Sanders is no slouch. Much as I don't like Colorado, but
if Sanders is there, he certainly won't drop below the 9 spot, right? If he's not picked up, they'll grab him here, the Saints.
Well, there's only 2 or 3 teams before the Saints. You can argue Tennessee, but they'll probably go with Ward. Ward's is a consensus #1 quarterback in the draft. But then you might have Cleveland, the Giants, or the Saints. But I think with the Giants signing Jameis Winston, and Russell Wilson, I don't know if they're going to take Sanders at 3. It might be too rich for him. So I have Sanders going to the Saints or the Giants, but I believe he's going to fall to the Saints at number 9 in the draft. I think that's a win for the Saints, to be honest with you. And they're not a very good team, but you know, you might get thrown to the wolves a little bit. But yeah, I like the Saints with Sanders.
Now, how about the Bears at number 10?
This is where we flip flop, right? Now I said Walker is going to go to Carolina, right? So I'd rather have him take Tom, the LSU guard, but I think that's where he falls here. He'll fall at number 10 to the Bears. So that's what's going to happen there as of right now. That's how I believe it's going to shake. I think Tom, LSU player is going to be in the top 10.
Gotcha. So 11, the 49ers go 11. 11th overall pick.
Yeah. This is tough. They're going to go with the linebacker from Alabama, Campbell.
Okay. Now, 12, Cowboys.
Well,
receiver?
They need a running back really bad, and Hampton looks like the guy. And I'm going to go with Hampton, the running back from North Carolina, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take the tackle from Missouri, Muyambe, if that's how you pronounce his name.
Okay.
I think they'll take Hampton, the running back. They have no running backs in their room right now. I know you could probably pick one up in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, but I think Hampton's too good of a back, and he won't get past Dallas.
Now, 13th is the Dolphins.
Yeah, they're gonna take a wide receiver from Ohio State. Now that Tyreek Hill, he hasn't officially left Miami, has he?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if he hasn't left, yeah, scratch that. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place right now. They're going to take the tackle from Missouri, Muyambe. I don't know how to pronounce his name. So
okay.
They're going to take him.
And now you're getting into the middle of the 1st round here. The Colts are up next with number 14. And where do you think they're going to go?
He really liked the tight end from Michigan, Loveland. I think, is it too steep at 14 to reach on him? I think they take, let's go with Loveland, the tight end from Michigan here.
Okay. Now, if if Tyler Warren isn't gone yet, they'll snatch him up, right?
Oh yeah, but if Tyler Warren makes it past the Jets, and you're gonna probably have to look at the fourth. Well, Cowboys, Dolphins. I mean, yeah, it'll be tough sledding. But if he landed with the Colts, that'd be perfect. But if he makes it that far,
Now the Falcons are at number 15.
they need pass rush, so they're gonna go with Mike Green from Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah,
He had 17 sacks last season.
yeah, and then the whole Marshall team transferred out. They didn't even play their bowl game. Yeah.
Yeah, they got no one left.
Jesus.
No returning players. So, Arizona Cardinals, number 16.
They will take Kevin Banks, the tackle from Texas.
Okay, 17 is Cincinnati Bengals.
See, this is a team that needs to have a strong draft because they've got 3 players they're paying like $100 million to. So they need good players cheap. So let's see. I don't know. They're going to take the other Michigan defensive tackle, Kenneth Grant.
Okay. Okay, so now we go to the Seahawks at 18.
And they take, since they lost Metcalf, they're going to go with the wide receiver from Ohio State.
Okay. Yeah, so they got Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp.
Oh, did that where Cooper Kupp went?
Yes.
Oh, I totally missed it. I didn't even know that. Okay.
But they got rid of Metcalf and Geno Smith is gone.
Yes. So I still think they're going to take
The mock. Here's what the mock draft says. Craig from Philly is Matthew Golden, Texas.
Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't trust your mock draft thing, whatever you're looking at. They're gonna go. They're gonna go with the wide receiver from Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the Buccaneers are number 19. Where do they project, do you think? Okay. Safety.
Starks.
Yeah. So they're going to go defense.
Yes.
Todd Bowles defense.
That's right.
All right. So after the Bucks, the Broncos. They got Bo Nix, quarterback. Now, who are they gonna pick up? Running back?
They need a running back, but Hampton and Gentry are going to be off the board. So I think they're going to take probably a little rich here, but Luther Burden the third from Missouri, the wide receiver.
Okay.
He's slated to go later, but I think they're gonna like him a lot, so they're gonna take him here at 20.
Steelers 21.
You would like to see Sanders drop here for the Steelers, but I don't see it happening. Steelers they're in the same boat as Cincinnati. They need a good draft. They got
Lane Kiffin.
But what they do here, they'll take the tackle from North Dakota State.
Bison.
Gray Zabel. Or Zybel. Is that his name? Yeah, that's it. That's Zybel. They're going to take him.
Now, the Chargers at number 22.
They wanted the tight end Loveland.
Colson Loveland, Michigan.
Well, yeah, exactly. So they're going to have to pivot, and they're going to take the tackle Simmons from Ohio State.
All right. So number 23, Green Bay Packers.
Uh, what do the Packers really need? They had a good year last year. What
So defense,
they need?
edge rusher, I think is their number one.
Okay, well, I was gonna say a cornerback, but they're gonna go with this Stewart guy from Texas A&M. He only had one sack last year, but
So Shamar Stewart.
just like they raved about Anthony Richardson, he's combine and all that stuff. So
He can jump a vertical 40 inches.
what?
Jump a vertical 40 inches.
Well, he's a beast, but will it translate? So
He runs a 4.59 40. So,
and he had one sack last year. How is that even possible?
well, technically he had 1.5, but
Yeah. Well, okay.
he'd be a good fit if it all pans out. Texas A&M. Now we get to the Vikes at 24.
They're going to take a cornerback, that Barron kid from Texas, but they should be taking that defensive end, Donovan. Another name I can hard time pronouncing. Donovan Ezekabaka or something like that from Boston College.
Okay.
The guy was a stud. 16 sacks last year. And ACC ain't the strongest, but it's a lot better than it's not weak competition.
So it's going to be defense. Brian Flores is going to get a defensive guy here in the first round.
Yes, he's going to.
And they'll have 4 picks, right?
They'll take Barron, but I want them to take Donovan, the defensive end from Boston College. That's what I'm going to take. But
now Harrison Smith is going to turn 36 years old for the Vikes.
Yeah.
So they're going to need someone down the road.
Yes, they will. They will. They ain't getting it. They only got 4 picks this year. I mean, they can't
see them. I see them possibly trading down.
That, you know what? To get a couple more picks in the draft, I can see that. But
yep.
I don't.
Now the last round. Here's the final round of picks. So 25 goes to Houston Texans.
They take
They got C.J. Stroud. Are they going to protect him with an O lineman?
No, they're not. They're going to go with that cornerback, Reva, Revel.
Okay.
They're going to go cornerback. I think the defense wasn't the best last year, so they're going to go with that.
Now, 26, the L.A. Rams.
L.A. Rams. See, they're a surprise team last year. They were really good. They're going to take Walter.
The mock shows him with a safety out of Georgia, Malaki Starks. Starks.
He's already gone on mine.
Okay, got it. So maybe defense. What are you thinking?
Well, they lost Cooper Kupp. So, you know what? They're going to take Golden of Texas right here.
Golden, okay. Now, 27 is the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. They're going to take the edge rusher Williams out of Georgia.
And they have 11 picks this year, the Ravens. 11.
Really? Wow.
Tied for the most. And they typically are okay with just taking the best player available in the spot, right? Ravens are known for that.
Generally.
All right, now we get to Detroit at 28, the Lions.
Lions. They're gonna they're gonna take that Boston College kid here,
Okay.
Hutchinson.
Now, if Gray Zabel is still available, if he drops, will they snatch him up right away? North Dakota State.
I already got. Yeah, they would take him for sure if he's there. Which is a strong possibility. I'm giving him high praise because he was a beast at the Senior Bowl, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. But I think they're going to take that Boston College kid should have already gone, so they're going to take him here.
Now, number 29 is Washington Commanders.
Yes.
They had a great season.
Yes,
but
they
now
did.
They got Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, they got Deebo. So they're going to take the defensive lineman Walter Nolan of Old Miss.
Okay.
They want to stop Barkley from the Eagles. So.
Number 30 is Buffalo Bills.
See, Buffalo wanted a wide receiver, but they're going to go with McMillan, Arizona. Yeah, I kind of forgot about him. He should have gone higher, but since I'm not going to recant the draft, so we'll go with McMillan from Arizona here with Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of messed up there. I kind of lost my way there. He should have probably gone higher, a lot higher. But
now we got 2 more to go for the first round. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they're going to take the tackle out of Oregon, Connery Jr.
Ducks.
Yes.
And the final pick, who is the Eagles? Philadelphia Eagles, 32nd pick, first round. Who are they going to go with?
They're going to go with the safety. Well, this is a tough one. Defensive tackle, Derek Harmon, Oregon. Okay. So 2 Oregon guys go.
So that's the first round. We won't get into the subsequent ones, but any other players to look for once that first round completes on Thursday? Who will be the top guys on your board, you think, heading into Friday night?
Friday night?
Big names for the second and third rounds?
I'm curious if anyone's going to take a flyer on Jalen Monroe, the quarterback of Alabama. He did not have a good year last year, but he had a great career at Alabama. Last year was just he was off. So okay. I'm kind of interested to see where he goes. But after that, I think wide receiver of Iowa State, Higgins, is someone to watch. I think he can make an impact, right? The Vikings pick at 40. So you could be looking at, like you said, safety. Watts of Notre Dame, if he's there, they should take him. So looking at that could be a good landing spot. I think that'd be a good pick for the Vikings if he's there. And also the halfback, Johnson of Iowa, who had a great career at Iowa. So he could go interesting watch for Friday. For me, anyways. Kind of curious about these 3 players.
And then you don't watch much on Saturday, do you? Rounds 4 through 7?
I do. I have it on.
Okay. Anything to mention there? The big thing in the news then will always be the final person taken, Mr. Irrelevant, they call him, right?
Yep.
We'll hear about that on Saturday. I'm sure that name will be trending. Whoever that'll be. That kicks off at noon Eastern time.
That'll go viral the minute he gets selected.
It's always the big name, the Mr. Irrelevant, and so that takes us Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday, and Wow, it's always fun time of the year. So once again, here's the logo there. The NFL Draft presented by Bud Light coming up this week. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Any other notable Big Ten names you think, Craig, from college football from the Big Ten?
I don't know about any golfers. I don't know if I'm sure there'll be some golfers drafted, but there's nothing popping out.
Yeah, probably lower down, farther down.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see any. There'd be a few offensive linemen in the Big Ten going and stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to be crazy. That's where I stand. I don't see anything too eye popping. So,
and I'm sure each team will have their, their draft party. Their tents will be set up and charge and admission for people to sit and watch the draft. The bars will be filled up watching people. It's fun. It's fun time of year. Mel Kiper, this is his big weekend.
Yeah,
it's Mel Kiper's wet dream of a weekend.
Yeah, why don't you drive to Green Bay and meet them? Man.
Yeah, so that's where they're hosting it, and now it's always big nowadays to get the host to host the draft, and it's a big spectacle. It's like a Super Bowl thing. It's it's like the home run derby in baseball. During the All-Star break, it's its own thing. It's people drive their hours to get there. It's just there's all these things going on, so it's going to be all up there in Green Bay this weekend. So that should be fun. Mel Kiper will love it.
Have you ever been to Green Bay?
One time, only one.
Yeah, ain't nothing to talk about. So
never to a game. I just went through their Hall of Fame and stuff, and walked around this outside of the stadium. But I've only been there once.
Yeah,
we'll see what there'll be. A lot of cheese curds will be going down over the weekend, and a lot of beer.
Yeah.
All right, Craig. All right. Well, thanks for your time, Craig from Philly. Thanks for joining us. As always, good information on your end, because you always look forward to this weekend yourself as a big NFL fan. Love the draft. It's always a fun time.
I have to apologize because I kind of flaked out on McMillan of Arizona, the wide receiver. He should be in the top 15 picks, and I got him going to Buffalo at 30. That was my fault. I kind of overlooked him. So I have to apologize to McMillan for that. So if he's watching.
If he's watching the show, we had him high on the board on your board. So the other thing we have to watch for now is the trades. As the various trades, teams may trade up, they may trade down, and then get a couple picks in return. Who knows? But assuming the order is what it is, that's what the show is based on for tonight. Is assuming nothing changes. That's what we think.
I see Buffalo and the Chargers moving up. They're gonna have an eye on somebody, and they don't want another team to take them. I see Buffalo and maybe Pittsburgh could be another one. If Sanders is floating around there, they might try to move up and get him. So yeah, those are the three teams I think will trade out their spot to go get a guy. So for sure.
Got it. All right, sounds good, Craig. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Catch you later.
Appreciate it.